Welcome back to the football locker room. Hey, this is a crazy scenes. We got my fellow Arsenal brother here, Yash, with me, enjoying the point gap at the top. Another 2-0 win, another clean sheet. We got a newfound winner. First game in like what, over a month, you know what I mean? He's got the hair dyed,
In
he's got the nice
time.
glasses, he's got the zoot out. Hey, listen, man. Hey, first off, Yash, my Arsenal brother, how you doing, man?
Man, couldn't be better, bro. Couldn't be better. You know how it
Mm.
is, bro. I'm same as I was last week, bro.
No fairs, man. Hey, Link, take it away, man. Because listen, we're gonna start off with Liverpool. But first off, how are you, my brother, man?
Uh, I was wondering why I woke up in a good mood today on no sleep. And I just had to look back at yesterday's fixtures and I said, oh my Lord, we won a game in the Prem. We won a game in the Prem. I've forgotten what it felt like, man. Forgotten what it felt like to win a game. And here we are. My Saturday wasn't ruined. I was able to have a good weekend. Got to spend time with family today. Didn't have to worry about who else played because we won. And I was like, well, we can worry about the table some other time because we won a game. I'm just happy to say that we won a game. My life has changed. 3 points changed my life. And I'm just happy to be here.
Talk to me, man. Talk to me. What did you make of the game, man? Because even though I thought you guys were the better team, you know what I mean? It was Martinez doing up nonsense, man. And from there, I switched it off after that. I can't lie.
I'm not trying to hear it. We're the champs, man. I'm not trying to hear it. We're the champs. No, let me stop. Okay.
It's just
To
coming
be
back.
honest with you, it was a battle of two dead teams. I know Villa had great form going into the game, but Villa was just, returning back to normalcy. They shouldn't be bottom half of the table. They shouldn't be a relegation side. They should be fighting for Europe. So I think their form was just them getting back to where they kind of need to be. And I think for us, it was the wait and see FC thing I keep telling you about. It's still wait and see. I waited to see a performance. This was better. A lot of people that had chat for Slot for just tanking the Carabao Cup. I guess this kind of justifies his decision. We'll talk more on that next week. But yeah, as far as the game goes, I don't think there was a lot of quality on display, personally. You can see that in the first goal that we scored. Very simple mistake that Martinez made. I think as far as Villa goes, I think you have to talk about Emery. I don't know. I saw a meme on it, which was funny, but leave it to Emery to change up the tactic that the last 5 managers have used in a row to beat us and try and play out of the back.
Today, what an absolute donkey, bro.
Like we have a very obvious weakness. Everyone in the world knows it, but yet you decide we're going to try and play out of the back. So I'm thankful for the 3 points. Truly thankful. It was a gift. If we're talking at individual performances, the first goal scorer, I'm happy for you. I said last week you should be turned into glue. You're one step closer to not being sent to the factory, but yeah, I'm glad that you scored. I find it hilarious that the goals that he scored in back-to-back weeks have been with his weak foot. So maybe that's something. But yeah, I'm glad you got your goal. You looked to have a little bit more energy and confidence in you, which is crazy to say about Mohamed Salah. But with everything that's happened this year and in the offseason, you got to take what you can get as far as performances from these guys at this point. So I'm happy that Salah got on the goal sheet. I don't think his performance was that great. I think Digne gave him all the opportunity to get back into confidence and into form with the way he was trying to close him down and the lack of ability to do so. I haven't seen Salah beat his man on the dribble and who knows how long. And I saw it happen on multiple occasions in that game. I that's fine. I'm not. Trust me. I'm on the Salah needs to be sold camp. So you could say that. It was like Lebanon. Are we doing LB Nenon? I don't know. But
well, hold on.
LB and Nenon.
I'm sorry, Link. Repeat that. What did you just say? Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. What did you just say?
That I want Salah gone? Is that breaking news?
No, I think that makes perfect sense. To be honest.
I said that last week. I thought. Did I not? I said turn him into glue. What does turn him into glue mean? He's a horse. He's done. He's cooked. He's cooked.
Hold on. Wait. Do you know why this is crazy? Yeah. Do you know you man just gave him 400K a week?
Yeah.
So there's no redemption, not even a centre forward thing, none of that. It's just
that was a thank you for your services, man. That's what that was.
That was a thank you. He got thank you for what you did on the lower salary that you did it on compared to Kevin De Bruyne and Holland of past. Yeah, that Christmas pick is coming. But he deserved the money, but he's not performing. Like, what do you want from me?
No, but you had to give him that money to get him to sign on anyway.
Right, exactly. And you had to keep Salah to get the rest of the players to sign.
Yeah, and you also had to keep him in case you wanted to sell him to preserve his value. Otherwise, you can't lose Trent and Salah in the same summer for free.
Well, I don't think if you lose Trent and Salah, you lose Virgil as well.
Maybe, yeah, probably. You're right.
That's my viewpoint on it. So I thank him for all of his service, but still his performances aren't good enough. I don't even want to crash on Salah right now because he scored and he didn't look terrible. I'm just saying that the bar is in hell right now for my expectations of Salah. So that's one. Gravenberch is healthy. The midfield doesn't look like shit. Very simple. Szoboszlai has been the runner that has connected everything. Great. McAllister still off of it. I hope it's incremental improvements in his performances, but he's still off of it, and I'm concerned for Madrid. Bradley didn't look terrible. Kirkez has actually shut himself out of a starting left back spot right now, so I'm happy Robertson is playing and didn't look terrible. And Gakpo still like I don't understand what if it was in his Dutch training or wherever he was. Is it a Netherlands thing? Or is it just not liking Kirkez or Robertson? But he refuses to play the overlap. I don't understand it. We have a left winger that refuses to play his left back on the overlap.
He loves the cutting, doesn't he, bro? He loves the cutting.
Right, and that's fine. But at least use the overlap once or twice just so you can lie to the defender and make him think that you're actually going to use that option.
I mean, it works quite well for him, though. He always seemed to get a shot off. It doesn't always go in, but he manages to kid his defender into biting so he can get a shot off.
But that's when you see the shot creating moments, right? But the stuff that really frustrates me is, as a Liverpool side, we lack connectivity when we're playing the ball, and we lack speed of play when we do try and unlock these teams. Gakpo is a key part of that because he refuses to play on the overlap. Then he has to try and cut in and beat his man. If the defender has good positioning, he's got to go back away from the goal and then try and recreate that angle to go back at the goal. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so he ends up just going back to Van Dijk or whoever the defensive mid or the midfielder supporting him.
I hear it, man.
You know what? Yeah, I had a thought. Yeah, maybe defenders just allow him to cut inside because they know it's just not going to amount to anything.
No, I think that's unfair, bro. I think he's a bit of a gunman sometimes. You know,
he can be at times, but also he can do the shooting. I'm not saying that he shouldn't do what he's good at and cutting in and shooting or trying to make a cross. I'm saying bring the left back into the play, brother, because you're making your own 1v1 situations even more difficult, or you're creating double teams on yourself because they know you're not going to play Robertson.
Yes.
No, that's fair, man.
All that to say, Villa was dead.
I think we should absolutely cook that criminal Unai Emery, brother. People seem to think he's a good manager. What an absolute donkey, bro. Your manager's been waxing lyrical for the best part of 5 weeks that you can't defend long balls, you can't defend throw-ons, and this idiot decides to try and play tiki-taka football. What an imbecile. Absolute imbecile. And you know the funny thing is they've done a few direct plays once or twice in the game, and it worked. When Morgan Rogers the midfield was getting bypassed by one straight pass. And then what did they do? They said, nah, we don't want that. We're gonna play football. Foolish man.
To be fair, so because I after Liverpool went 1-0 up in it, I didn't really watch the game now. I do think in the middle of the park there was times where what's his name? Morgan Rogers, he was driving with the ball in it. I don't think it was all tiki-taka, but one thing I will agree with you is that when it came to playing at the back, it was stupid. Like, whack it long. I don't know. And the thing is, there were warning signs before it actually happened. There were warning signs, and it just kept on going on. It's just,
I think the Villa's midfield were pants as well, man. I think Onana had a bad game. I think Kamara, other than that little cheeky nutmeg, wasn't fantastic, and McGinn just wasn't. I don't know, man. I expected, because they have a powerful midfield, I expected their midfield to probably dominate Liverpool a little bit, and maybe that's me being a bit unfair on Liverpool and judging them on current form rather than their ability. But Aston Villa's midfield was horrendous, man.
But that's back to Emery. To your point, if you have a midfield that should give us problems on paper with their physicality and movement, why are you asking them to keep the ball on the floor and play?
He's not a good manager, bro. I mean, I feel there's a lot of Arsenal fans that are obsessed with Unai Emery, but the guy, for me, I think his time at Villa is coming to an end. I think what he does, he goes to a mid-table club, makes them relatively successful for what they are, and then it becomes stagnant. And I think it's got to the point now where Villa are just not going to get any further on. So they might want to move the idiot on, man, because he had an opportunity to do something, man. Because next week is 100% loss. There could have been 6 in a row, man. That idiot had to ruin it for us.
Wait, I'm sorry. Rewind that for me. What'd you say?
Next week, the robot is coming to. Or you're going to his house.
That's one player.
That's all that's needed, bro.
No. I'm sorry. It's 11 people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But there's also another guy called Ryan Shirky who walks around the pitch and still does more than a certain number 10 for a certain red team.
Are we diving into that game? Or do you want to talk about this?
No, I'm just
we doing the fear mongering thing, because if you see my face, I'm not fazed by City.
Listen, I want you to be confident. That's exactly what
I'm not fazed by City unless City decides to play long to Haaland continuously. They won't.
He will.
Pep's not an idiot, but Pep's not going to play direct football.
But they've been playing did you watch the Bournemouth game today? They were very direct, very direct.
No one played defense today.
But they were direct, though. And City have been very direct to Haaland this season, which is why he's been thriving. More so than, I guess usual, even though he's a flipping bagsman anyway. But I feel like we're going to be 10 points ahead of you guys next weekend.
I'm glad you're projecting that, and I know you're hoping, because it would make this whole, you would be like, oh, we don't have to worry. There's a nice cushion just in case injuries or, a bad result happens or fixture congestion. We don't have to worry about that. But no, sir, I'm sorry.
We're secure, man. We've got 2 teams for any fixture congestions. We're nice.
You don't need 2 teams. You just need 2 sets of lines for set pieces, brother, and you're good.
We've got that as well. We've got that too.
Yeah.
We've got multiple set piece guys now. We're good.
I think you guys, at this point, your concerns as far as injuries, no one's wishing this for the people watching. But for me, if you lose a combination of Gabriel and Rice, I think you'd be in a lot of trouble.
If we lost both of them, that'd be massive, of course. But I think more so Rice than Gabriel. I think we could fill in Gabriel, so long as it's not like a super long-term injury. But Rice,
Gabriel, you can fit in, but Rice, I'm saying the combination because of the set pieces.
But I think Rice in general, I think he's one of the most underrated players in world football, and probably I think that's why he doesn't get the respect he deserves.
I understand where you're coming from with that statement, but as a genuine Rice hater, it's not Rice in general. It's the back and forth with public perception of Rice.
I hear it. I had my cousin who's a Liverpool fan try to argue that Henderson was better than Rice. So I'm like, at this point, what do you do, man?
So that's not true. But I will say to that statement is that Rice is a more athletic and physically imposing version of Henderson.
I think he's a better football player than Henderson also.
I don't necessarily think that. I think Henderson just looks worse on the ball.
Yeah.
Like Rice's physicality allows him to drive with the ball a little bit better. He's a little bit faster.
I think he's different. I think Henderson.
He's really not, though.
If you remember a player called Lee Catamol.
Yeah, I remember Lee.
Henderson's he's like
that's disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. Like, I'm not even a Hendo fan, but that is so disrespectful to Jordan Henderson.
I hate that guy, bro.
Yeah, it's not the same.
That's so disrespectful.
You see Rice and Ibn Anon right here. He's got it on the money. If Rice is, I think, one of the most, if not I'd say maybe first or second most important player in our team. If he's out of our midfield, there's nobody else that can even 50% recreate what he does for us. Because obviously Marino is a technically decent player, but he has no legs whatsoever. Norgard, forget about it. So I think Rice is something. If we get injured, it could cause us a little bit of an issue, but I think we could scrape our way through it. I really do.
Don't forget our deliveries on set pieces as well.
That's the only reason why I think you would really miss Rice. I think you only miss Rice because of set pieces, personally.
No, I don't think so, bro. What Rice does for me is he mitigates.
He's your Jordan Henderson.
No, he's not, bro.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is. He has the occasional goal. He's better at set pieces, and he covers ground. Like, why are we doing?
He's better at every.
He's really not. He's really not. No, Henderson plays a better long ball than Rice does.
Oh, leave it, bro.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, Hendo's got a ping on it.
Bro, let's not do this. Let's not do this.
Move
Hendo's got a ping.
He's got a ping, long. Man. One of the Africans will chase it, bro. That's what he was known for.
Brother.
What are we doing here, bro?
Rice gets praised for playing progressive passes because he gets the ball next to where the left back should be, and he plays safe switches. I don't want to hear this from Rice. Like, he's improved his game. He's improved his passing range this year a little bit, but let's not do this. Let's really not. Like, Rice is the modern version of Henderson with better set piece taking ability.
We agree to disagree, but for me, if what he does, he mitigates the weaknesses of Zubimendi and vice versa. So I think.
Okay, and what did Henderson do for Gini, Wijnaldum, and Fabinho and Trent?
What Henderson done was he mitigate the weakness of
Trent and Salah, and then.
Yeah, because he's just
he kept things ticking.
Do anything else but run around and kick people.
Bro. Okay, and Rice is a workhorse that's really good at set pieces
and scoring goals. Yeah.
Set pieces. I'm glad he scored a header. I'm glad he scored a header. Is Rice getting double-digit goals this year? No,
I would say so.
No, he's not. He's not getting double-digit goals.
He's getting triple figures assists probably, but maybe not double-figure goals.
I mean, if you score 100 goals this season. Based off the averages, that means 57 minimum will be from set pieces. So yeah, he'll have at least 20 assists.
Yeah, I would say
so. Yeah, just keep.
That is something. 27 assists. If you have 27 assists,
having 57% of your goals be from set pieces is something. You're right.
Listen, man. Do you know what we are? Right, I'll tell you the perfect analogy for Arsenal. We are the Floyd Mayweather of the Premier League. Where if we want to, we can do what.
I don't like that.
100%.
I hear what you're saying.
Touch you. That's how it is.
No, but it's close. It's close. You're so close. However, Floyd had the belt.
No, but that's coming. Don't worry about it.
No, I've been hearing that for 4 years.
It's coming. But I'm saying if you look at where Arsenal play defensively, we are masterful, just like Floyd Mayweather. And if you give us the opportunity, we'll piece you up. We really will. Look at Atletico Madrid.
I think there's frailties in your defensive setup that aren't easily exposed. Let me finish.
Like what?
Finish. I'll never trust your defense in a high line situation. Never.
But we play the highest line in the Premier League. What do you mean?
You have the ball the most. I don't like looking at that stat saying you play the highest line because of the fact that you have possession the most. But when there's sustained possession against you, you guys take up a nice mid to low block. Let's not do this.
We do. I'm not gonna pretend. But you guys
and your line only gets higher after you score your first goal. So I watch Arsenal.
No, I hear it, but you guys actually have the highest average possession in the league. We're third, right? And if our defensive line is so high up, when you lose the ball, what does that leave you open to? Transition attacks. Who's transitioning and attacking us, bro? Because the thing with Arsenal is our defense in and of itself is not the only defensive part of our team. The whole team, including Gyökeres, sprints back and gets into position. That's we're very well drilled. You know what I mean? So high line, low line, mid line, we're good to go. Bro.
Do you know what it is though, guys? Yeah, I think the truth is somewhere in between, innit? I think with the way that we attack here, I think naturally speaking, the line is going to be high. And this is where, you know, that stat of we have like the highest defensive line. This is where it gets skewed. Because when we're in position of the ball, think about it. Look at where you see Califury is our left back. Look at the positions that he takes up.
He's in the
Timber's our
18.
right back. You're seeing this guy in the box sometimes, you know what I mean? Trying to get on the end of crosses and shit. Do you know what I mean? Now, the moment we lose the ball,
we're back in position just like that, bro.
Not just like that, because I want to give our defense some justice here, yeah. Because everyone says, you know, we're only good defensive because we just have bare man behind the ball, innit? Do you know what I mean? Whereas when we're attacking and we lose the ball, we don't have a lot of man behind the ball. Now, here's the thing: we do get back into shape very well, but we also do press in certain moments as well. It's not like we're just all defensive. So, and this is coming off the back of Link here saying that he don't trust our defense in the high line. I would. Me personally, we might not concede as few goals as we currently do, but I would personally. I think the truth is in the middle. I think our defense kind of gets disrespected where it's like, oh, but your whole team defends. Yeah, cool. We're very good at getting back into shape, but it's like a lot of the times when we watch us, I do see us press teams from the front. It's just we're not gung ho with it. You understand? We're not gonna be like Klopp with it. You get me? We're gonna press from the front, and then once that first line of press gets beaten, then we get back into shape. You know what I mean?
But there's certain players that, for example, in a high line will do damage to anybody, whether it's Arsenal, Liverpool, even, you know, peak Liverpool. And those guys are the ones with like blistering pace. There's not much you can do to legislate against that. But your average player, if you will, or your middle of the ones that are not like super quick, like for example, Haaland. We had a little bit of an issue with him in the game at the Emirates where he broke away from us.
Yeah.
It's difficult. He's a difficult guy to stop. Let's be honest. If he gets away from you, whether you're Van Dijk, whether you're Saliba, Gabriel, whoever it may be, it's going to be a very difficult task.
Right. Can I say something though?
No.
That situation was avoidable.
100% it was. It was a mistake. It was a Gabriel being caught out of position and then not being able.
Gabriel and Rice getting caught out of position. Yeah. Also, Gabriel and Saliba not communicating.
Sure, 100%. But the thing is, our team isn't perfect, obviously. They're human beings. They're prone to mistakes. But since that mistake, which was at least 7 games ago, at least, our defense has been impeccable. Flawless, even. They've learned from their mistakes, clearly.
And yes, do you know what's mad, yeah? During the week, even our backup defense didn't concede. How you mean? What you telling me? Come on,
our defenders could be first teamers for a lot of Premier League teams, you know. A lot of Premier League teams.
Well, no, don't say it just like that. It's a majority. It's a majority of the team. Like you guys have impeccable defensive depth, man.
We do. I worry for us in terms of the Rice depth. That's the only position that I can foresee like a bit of an issue. If God forbid he'd have a long-term injury, but
this is the thing with squad makeup. Do you really can you really afford to have a backup runner in the team? Like, how much game time is he going to get?
Okay, so I'll give you an example. Yeah, so you'd have somebody like, you know, Idrissa Gana Gueye as an example. Yeah, he's not.
No.
I'm not saying him. I'm saying a player of that ilk. You know, like those little nippy players that get around, that have legs. They don't have to be the best player in the world. Could have been like, for example, Lucien Agume from Seville, but that profile isn't a million miles away from the profile of Declan Rice. Now, you're not going to get the exact same quality of player because then how is he going to be backup? Do you know what I mean?
I hear that, but and I don't like that statement because now I kind of have to defend Rice in a way where he eats up ground at such a rate that it's hard to say that like a player, and I know you're just talking about profile, like Idrissa Gana Gueye type players aren't going to give you what Rice gives you in the sense of just being able to cover large amounts of ground. He's not the fastest at doing it, but it's the fact that Rice does do that.
Mm-hmm.
So finding a specific player like that is very difficult. You look at Liverpool, we're struggling at finding that. We tried to replace Szoboszlai with Wirtz, and now Wirtz isn't even in the lineup.
Well, I mean, if you tried to replace him profile for profile, that was a massive mistake because they're nothing.
Well, it wasn't even trying to replace profile for profile. It was trying to get around the fact that we lost the Trent switch.
Bro, can I float something to you regards to Liverpool? Yeah,
talk to me.
I have a sneaky feeling, a suspicion, let's say, that Liverpool's plan. Now, this is based on nothing but just a hunch, right? Liverpool's plan, I think, long term anyway, maybe not this season, was to play with a back three, two fullbacks, and then Wirtz behind two strikers. Because if you look at Kirkes and Frimpong, and then you look at the fact that you are looking at Guehi, that would suggest to me that you were potentially looking at going forward, playing three at the back, because those two fullbacks that you bought, or wingbacks, whatever you want to call them, they would massively excel with a 5-man defense with two flying fullbacks, if you get what I mean. But at the moment, it does. The team isn't built for their strengths.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I don't think it would have been a 3-back in how it's listed on paper. I think that 3 would have come in the form of Gravenberch dropping deeper to get the ball. And then the 3 would have been a Van Dijk, Gravenberch, and Guehi, like when we're in possession type of thing.
Yeah.
I think, and I said this a lot in the summer, but I feel like the PSG game, the PSG fixtures, the Forest fixtures, and the Chelsea fixtures had a big impact on where Slot saw problems with the team and identified opportunities for growth. So I think he wanted to try and do his own rendition or interpretation of what PSG is trying to do, or what PSG did do.
Yeah.
With Hakimi getting up and down the field, Mendes getting up and down the field, the players that can carry the ball and can cover a lot of ground. I think the problem is I think he understated how big of an issue it is not being able to guard the back post or having an aerial presence in your fullbacks because we're in the Prem. So yeah, it's great that Kirkes can get up the field, but if Gakpo's not hitting him on the overlap, I mean, you say you took Zubamendi off us, but that's why we won the Prem last year.
I didn't say it, bro.
No, this guy's trying to be shameless. You could have Zubamendi. We have Gravenberch. We have a Prem. Suck my dick, right? What are we doing? But like, this is. I'm sorry, this is the energy I have. But like, I completely forgot the point I was trying to make. What were we talking about?
The PSG, the games that where you have.
Oh, yeah. So we're trying to do this thing where we have this freedom of movement. Players are getting up and down the field, but we have a Konate that is scared to play the ball in between the lines, so that makes things more difficult. Kirkes isn't getting the ball in the overlap.
Is it scared or lack of ability? Do you reckon?
Either or. That's why we need a Guehi, regardless of what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think it could have been a 3-back, or it could have looked like one, but I think it was more so to be able to have more freedom of movement and have players that are better on the ball. But then we're just getting killed aerially.
Wow. I mean, I think with Guehi, I think you might gain. I mean, you definitely will gain something on the ball, but I think, and he's not making the best case for it this season. But you do lose something defensively, because I think Konate is very best. Is better than Guehi, hands down.
I agree, but it's the at his best. How often are we seeing that, especially this year?
Well,
and the funny thing is, Konate's contract is running out. He don't look like he's signing a new one, so I don't know why Guehi wasn't a priority. I can't lie to you. You see, like how there's a lot of Liverpool fans that were saying, they're shut out, and there's others saying, if you lost this weekend, they would be shut out. Like, I actually get it, because you had a lot of money to spend, and it's like, why would you attempt to change a winning formula? I personally don't get that. Of course, it's all in hindsight now, because in the summer, even someone like myself,
you say, go ahead.
I'm going to try and I want to defend Liverpool for the first time in my life, but I think, obviously, I'm pretty sure the planning of the signings were long-term post-Salah, right? So I don't think they probably would have ideally wanted to do them all in once, but when the opportunities came and the money was there, why not? This Liverpool team might not look great this year or probably next year, but when Salah eventually buggers off, who's to say? I mean, I don't believe in Florian Wirtz whatsoever, but who knows?
But here's the problem, and I think Link raised this point in the stream in the past. Where it was like, we're planning for life without Salah. Well, how is it planning for life without Salah if you ain't even brought in a right winger? So it don't make no sense. That's why even when you said, yeah, when you was like, oh, they might have been looking to, like, going forward at some point, they might be looking to play with a back five and Verts behind the two. That makes more sense. Do you know what I mean? Because planning for life without Salah is not, it's not buying the right winger. That shit don't make no sense to me.
I think maybe the back five thing might have been, I don't know, me just sort of stabbing in the dark, but I definitely believe from obviously their signings that the plan long term is to play Ekitike, Isak with Verts behind them in a 10. And so that's going to be a change of shape. And so the right wing of Salah is going to be obsolete in that system, I suppose. Because you can't find another Salah. Let's be serious, bro.
Exactly. And that's kind of where they're at. You can't find another Salah. You're not going to find a direct replacement. You just gave him a contract. He's also telling you he's still got some gas left in the tank. So you have to figure out, when do you give up on the Salah team, or when do you say Salah has to go?
I mean, his value for Saudi Arabia is still top dollar. So
exactly, and you have to preserve that value in the contract.
Link, I just want to say Kudus was available for 55 mil. I'm just
leave it.
Yeah, but yeah, you say that. Hey, what did Kudus do against Chelsea yesterday? Let me know.
To be fair though, he can't do much by himself.
Hey, he did as much as Salah did, didn't he?
But
he did as much as Salah did.
To do everything by himself.
But this is but that's not
Brennan Johnson.
That's not the point. No, my point is
Bergvall on the left.
Do you know what I will say? Yeah, I think Liverpool missed a trick, because I feel like the guy who would have replaced Salah, obviously not like for like, or probably not to the same degree of his numbers, because those numbers are kind of dumb. But I think Brian Mbeumo was the dude,
Right, but Mbeumo's only the purchase you make if you aren't deciding to get Isak and Ekitike.
Yeah, I think maybe
you were saying this, but like going into the summer, Salah still had a year left of good footballing ability, because that's why we gave him the contract. We didn't give him the contract to be the shit this year. The idea was that, well, Salah's going to be this great player at least for another year.
Yeah.
So you don't buy an Mbeumo. He's got a 2-year contract, so we could sell him in January.
First, I think I don't know, man. I think Mbeumo is the sort of Salah light. That guy is a proper killer.
Right. But if you're gonna say we want a replacement, you buy Mbeumo, but you can't buy Mbeumo this summer if Salah's still here.
Why not? Why not? Hold on, wait. Because Liverpool fans will say
level players, isn't it?
But here's the thing though, because Liverpool fans would say, oh, but we bought both Ekitike and Isak because we needed 2 strikers. Because and also I'm not taking a bit, but look what happened to Jota. We got rid of Diaz. Blah blah blah. So let me get this straight. Yeah, you can buy 2 centre forwards, and not both of them was looking to start. From the way I'm looking at it, both of these guys weren't supposed to start, right? You can buy 2 centre forwards, one as a backup, but you can't buy a backup for Salah. That's what doesn't make no sense to me.
You can't, but you can't use that when that's been a case for the last 7 years. We've never bought a backup for Salah, so you can't make that a problem now if we've never done it.
And it would have been difficult to replace him after the wild season he had last year and say, "See you later, mate."
You can't sell him because he was just the player of the year. If you buy a backup, you say, "Hey, you have to wait till Salah leaves to get playing time," because you're not going to. And Mbeumo's not getting minutes over Salah.
I mean,
he's not
probably would right now, but I mean,
right now,
you wouldn't have thought so.
Yeah, exactly. But look at Salah right now. Think about it this way: say if we have an Mbeumo, a Kudus, whoever, Salah's in this form right now. So now, even if Mbeumo or Kudus isn't playing that well, they're playing better than Salah. So you say, Salah, you're stuck on the bench now because we have this new signing and you're on $400K a week.
I mean, it depends on how old it is. Yes. Sometimes you just have to be ruthless, isn't it? If Mbeumo's killing
goals,
because then you're on stream.
Semi-finals and bench him in the next
You're on stream telling me, why do you have $400K on the bench? You're on stream telling me that because you told me that with Isak and Wirtz. You're telling me that with Isak and Wirtz now.
No, but we're telling you that because your team is ass, bro. If you had the Mbeumo and you were winning, and we're telling you, oh, you got 400 grand on the bench, you're gonna be like, so what? We're winning. you get what I'm trying to say? It's the same way you're
Nope.
telling me, oh, corner. I'm like, yeah, so what, bro?
But this is the thing in the reality you're trying to create. Embuemo doesn't start to start the season when we're winning. So Embuemo only comes in after Salah got benched. But then you can't warrant saying leave Salah out of the team for an extended period of time because he's still Salah. Right now, Slot has avoided a selection headache by not having a right winger backup because Chiesa gets done dirty as it is to begin with.
But I think Chiesa is very much a bit like Trossard, bro. He's better off being on the bench and starting off the bench because let that guy play 90 minutes and you'll see what he really is, man.
But he's not even getting that many minutes off the bench. Like there's obvious times, and again, it's not like we have a winger playing better than him.
Fairs. I mean, I don't know, man. It's difficult, bro. I mean, long may it continue, but it's difficult, isn't it?
Biggest club in the country, you can't bench a 33-year-old.
Bro, they're not the biggest club in the country. Stop saying that, bro. Is Man United a joke to you, bro?
Man United is a joke. You see how gassed they were? Did you see how gassed they were, bro? I checked Twitter during the Man U game. I'm seeing live tables. These guys are embarrassing.
Hey, listen, bro.
Embarrassing. I can't.
I'll be real with you, yeah. Look, Link, I'll be real with you. Like, I've actually seen Man United do madness. I ain't seen Liverpool do madness. I'm just saying, innit? So
you know what? Okay. Hey, you know what? I've seen you do a madness too. 93% of the league and not win a trophy. Don't try me. I'm the champ. Don't try me.
We talking? Is this the team that was? You guys were top of the league by 5 points with 3 games to go, and you lost the league. Is that you?
Hey, how many were you ahead of City when you bottled it the first time, or was that the second time you bottled it?
But we had to play them twice, though.
Wait. I forget. Wait. What happened the first time you bottled it? Can you remind me?
Yeah, Saliba heard it.
Oh, that's right. It was Saliba, and then the second time it was Partey, right?
The second time was us. The second time was 100%.
The second time was you. Okay.
No. The second time was Arteta.
Oh.
Don't excuse him after he put Kai Havertz back in the midfield after fucking season. Don't get me started.
Yes, I'm back. I'm back. I got Shaq triggered.
Zinchenko got cooked by
Trent.
No, not Trent. He got cooked by Ollie Watkins, waste man, bruv. That's the game that killed the league for us. But it is what it is, bruv.
What was R2-2 before that one? I think we started it. You guys bottled 2-0 lead.
R2-2 was
it was a different bot. I get them confused.
R2-2 was the season where
just give him an abo.
Leader got injured.
We're just giving him abo.
You see all of them setbacks. It led us here today, bro.
Yeah, let it all work out. I hear it.
Let it all work out.
Let it all work out.
The dynasty is coming, bro. You can smell
dynasty, brother. My brother, take a touch. We are in October. We're in November. I'm sorry. We're in November.
Sold up, bro.
We're in November.
Right now, live on camera, bro.
You have not seen a single armpit, and you're talking about dynasties. That is insane.
We're saving our armpits ready for that. You get me, bro?
That is diabolical.
It's an absolute guarantee.
Blasphemous.
The league is wrapped, and you are not going to be able to do anything about it. Man City might have a little something to say, but you.
You know the beautiful thing about this. You know the beautiful thing about as long as we win, I can just watch the Arsenal pressure get to you guys. That's gonna be great.
Bro. There's no pressure. I told you, Floyd Mayweather.
We're in October. We're in November. I keep saying October. We're in November, brother.
7 games back to back. No goals conceded.
That's fine.
Money
is that going to get you a trophy? Awesome. Hey, last year, I think around this time, or it might have been last October, you guys were talking about the Chelsea record. Now, I know you guys are talking about that again this year, the defensive
I'm not record. Talking about that. It's a possibility.
So, did you guys get the defensive record last year?
No, we didn't.
No. Okay. Did you win the Prem last year?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay. Potentially.
Okay. Just asking questions. Can we talk about the good stuff? You guys are so happy. Let's talk about you guys.
We should.
Talk about you guys.
We should. Floyd Mayweather is in the building, bro.
What? So you guys won what? 2-0?
Yeah, man. Probably we didn't get a neutral gear, bro. This is what we're doing to teams, bro. They're not even. Nobody can create anything against us, bro. We're doing voodoo magic in the back.
Wait, who'd you play?
The team that you had to get a penalty in the 95th minute to beat, if I recall correctly. Yeah.
Do they have a name, or is their name nobody?
Really?
Oh, okay. So nobody.
Were they nobody when they played you and almost got a draw against you?
Mano. I love a good hand. Pause. Yeah, it happens.
Come on, man. It happens, isn't it? The teams that you're struggling with, we're beating them in our dressing gown. You get me, bro?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's nice, isn't it?
it's a nice time to be alive. I
Hey,
must say.
how'd you score your first goal?
Corner.
Uh, uh,
But guess what though? Let me ask. This is the most nastiest narrative. Yeah, you see when a team gets a corner, please explain to me. As aside, other than trying to score the corner, what are they supposed to do? Should we like kick it back to Raya? Is that what we're supposed to do?
no. It's not that. It's not like you're not doing anything wrong.
So what's the
You're
problem?
not doing
Why does
anything
corners
wrong.
keep being mentioned? We're
It's like,
scoring them.
how do you put it? When stuff is like morally iffy, it's like legal, like it's by the definition, it's by the rules, but it really just grinds your gears, rubs you the wrong way.
Floyd Mayweather, bro. That's what I'm saying. The little Philly roll. You can't get me, bro.
But this is my
This
thing.
is
Like Arsenal is this big side, and you guys are good. There's no debate about that. You're a well put together side, and you have to give props to Arteta, Shaq. That was for you. But I want to see, and you guys are kind of showing that, but I don't. The aesthetics behind your performances, they always bother me. They always like I just time and time again, regardless of opposition, good or bad, you guys need a set piece to break the deadlock. Like
okay. I'm gonna
I
ask you.
can't. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You know the old saying, "It takes two to tango." Yeah, you familiar with that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in a football match, if one team comes to play football and the other team comes to put every single mofo behind the ball in their own half, it can be difficult to break down. And so what we've devised as an excellent football team that we are with a genius manager is that if you try that shit, we're gonna get corners. Guess who's had the most corners in the Premier League this season? And why do you think that is? Because we pin you in your box. I see those little shots, the ping pong shots, is going for a corner. Once it goes for a corner, you're dead.
I love perspective. I love perspective because you say it as that. I say it as you guys run out of ideas in the final third, so you resort to playing in crosses because you know they will get you corners.
Maybe you're right. But what I'm saying to you is, you see, for example, now, against what team was it? It was against Crystal Palace and it was against Fulham. Both of them we scored shameless corners, yeah? Once we went 1-0 up, they said, you know what? Secco, we keep the 1-0. We don't even want to try and play football. Because otherwise, you know what's going to happen. The same thing that happened to Atletico Madrid. If you give us any type of gas, we're going to finish you off. And everybody knows it. Man City parked the bus, and Liverpool parked the bus, and everybody else is going to park the bus, and we're going to kill them all with corners. Because that's what we have to do, bro.
But you didn't kill us with corners.
No, not you guys. I'm saying the other teams, innit? You guys got a world-class free kick. Fair play to you. And I mean, that's one of your victories this season. But cool. And you did play very well.
We did it. We did it. That game is a detriment against you guys and Arteta's mentality.
We're the away team, bro. What are we doing here, bro?
No, you're Arsenal. So you're 7 points clear of us.
The biggest club in the world.
That game was not managed by Arteta. It was managed by Mikel Netanyahu. I said it.
No problem. But you have to ask yourself, if you're the champions of the country, the so-called biggest club in the country also, and you're at home, why did you not take the onus in the game? Why is it on us to take the onus?
It's not on you to take the onus.
Do you know what it is? Sorry, no. Do you know what it is last year? Okay, 1 year. Unfortunately, this is something that every Arsenal fan needs to understand. We have a lot to prove in it. We have a lot to prove. That's number one, yeah. Number two, these Liverpool men were there for the taking. That's why I came on here and I was livid.
No.
I could see these men weren't doing right. And look, lo and behold, after 5-5, we don't care, we champions. All of a sudden, these men are getting slapped left, right, and center. That's why I was pissed. I could see it. I could see these men weren't all there. That's why it was like, hold on.
And this is my thing.
We got something to prove. We need to be champions. Let's actually go out there and do something against these guys.
Listen, right. I fully agree with you in what you're saying, right? And I'm not trying to defend what Arteta decided to do. I'm not. But what I'm saying is when you have the home team in grand old Anfield, not interested in playing football also. And remember, right, we lost to them, right? But in the grand scheme of things, so far, doesn't really matter, does it?
It does, because you could be 10 points ahead of us. But
We will be
this,
anyway. It's gonna happen.
sure, you keep thinking that. But this is a good point I wanted to bring up because you said Liverpool. Was it that we didn't, or was it because we couldn't play through you guys? Right? So I have 2 points. The first thing with Liverpool, if we just went on this 5 of 6 loss drought, and everyone in the world told us that we were playing bad and that it wasn't sustainable and they could see the cracks, why wasn't it your team to finally open them up?
But
That's the first thing. So that's what I'll say about the Liverpool thing about us needing the onus. We haven't played well all season, so I won't say that. But the other thing, as far as Arsenal goes, and that's why I asked you if we chose not to or couldn't. Most of the teams that play Arsenal now, Arsenal's probably one of the top 5 teams in the world, definitely in Europe. You know, when you play Arsenal now, right, and your defense is top 2, whatever, best. So when you go into games against Arsenal, you already know that you're not going to get that many chances to score to begin with.
Yep.
Regardless of who the opposition is, you're not getting that many opportunities. So if you're a team of lesser quality, especially if it's on paper and it's obvious, do you go into a game saying we're going to try to get the most opportunities possible, or are we going to try to limit Arsenal from scoring and hope that we take the 1 or 2 opportunities that we get? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to try and go balls against the wall against Arsenal if you don't have the defense to stop their counter.
But the thing is, I'm not even necessarily saying this to teams like Burnley and what they're expected to do this.
But this is most teams.
Man City, the big Pep Guardiola, he literally packed the box.
You can't do that. You can't do that. What did you do to City last year?
Now we smashed them to Smith.
Okay. Okay. So you say as City, Haaland will get 1 or 2 chances. I have Haaland. I hope he takes them. He did take his 1 chance, right? But on the other end, you can't say we're going to play free-flowing football when we don't have a good enough defense to stop average teams.
I hear it. I do hear it.
Like as much crap as Martinelli, Trossard get, Gyökeres gets, it would be suicidal to give them 90 minutes of a high line and tell them to have at it.
And so you're talking yourself into Arsenal are going to win the league because this is exactly
no, because there are teams that will be able to stop set pieces, and I see this. It's very obvious that you guys press more after you guys score and break the deadlock.
Look, you know the teams that are historically the best at scoring and defending set pieces are the smaller clubs. If the smaller clubs can't do it, who can?
I understand that, but because you guys are doing it, the league isn't just going to stay the same.
It's not.
People aren't just going. So at some point, you guys have been doing this for 18 months now. So at some point, these managers will adjust, right? So this may be hypothetical. This could be projection. Sure. But for me, when I watch Arsenal, the longer the game is 0-0, the better chance the other team has of getting a result.
Well, if you remember last season when Saka went down, we went a massive stretch without scoring a corner, right? So teams did figure us out a little bit. Routine's been changed now, bro. So they're going to need to go.
I don't like that.
And then
because but that was you saying that was when Saka was your out-and-out best set-piece taker. Declan Rice is hands down your best set-piece taker.
I think Declan's been our best set-piece taker for quite a while, you know.
But it wasn't pronounced.
Yeah, because Saka was also exceptionally good too. I mean, we had a dual threat from either side. But my I don't know if it's a hope or more than an inclination is that much like what was it the season where we lost the league by 1 point where we lost to Villa and drew to Fulham, I think it was. At the first part of the season, we were sort of a bit more conservative, if you will. And I think it was Havertz's first season. It was actually, it was a bit conservative. Once it got to January, we started blasting teams, and Havertz went on a sort of long goal run. It's gonna happen again.
No, yes, I love the way you dress things up. Do you want to check? Do you want to give your account of why that season went the way it did, or do you want me to give my haters' account? Because I know they're pretty similar based off previous conversations.
No, that season, the reason why we lost is
That
because
particular season,
we had something breathing down our neck that was a little bit hot. And
Mm.
on top of that, we didn't take out win the games that we should have done, like the West Hams and the Fulhams. If we would have won those 2 games,
that was
we'd
true.
be sitting here with
But
something
I
different.
think, but no. Do you know what it was? That Havertz signing for the first half of the season, it really did destroy us. I
It
can't
did.
lie.
It took time. It took time.
We
Because he was
both
playing him at the left 8.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Xhaka wanted to leave, and Xhaka's infinitely a better passer than him. He's got
yeah,
more vision.
100%.
We've seen it with Havertz already, even when he was at Chelsea, where he was most effective centre forward. And this Pushio decided to play him, in midfield for how many games? Remember, we beat Man City 1-0. I can't remember if he came off the bench or we went
He
up
subbed
front
on
during the
Havertz.
game. Yeah, we brought on Havertz. Yeah, ball comes along, chesses it into Martinelli, deflection, 1-0. Havertz, he can actually do something as a target man at centre forward. Then the Pussy decides to play him in midfield
Yeah, but
for another 10 games.
this is what I don't like here. So he's a pussy for playing him at left wing, but he's lucky for playing him up front. The same manager made both decisions.
No, but
I never said no. I never said that. Me personally, I'm not saying that he was lucky. I'm just saying it's kind of annoying. For me personally, it's kind of annoying that he was persistent with something that clearly didn't work, and then he finally found a position for him that worked. I think that game was like in October, and then after that, you to persist to play him back in a position that didn't work, and we were disjointed, and we were struggling to create.
But
And
all of that, remember,
all of a sudden, we couldn't score goals. And
all of those lessons have been learned. All of those lessons have been learned, and he's not making those mistakes again. But
here's the thing. Look, at this point, it's a whole pin. Like, now, look, don't get me wrong, yeah. And I've actually said this before, and I know Link is probably still going to disagree. But at this current moment, I have more concerns about the players actually turning up than I do with the way that Arteta's setting up the team. Because I do think that we're creating enough chances at the moment. I would love to create more, but I think we're creating enough chances at the moment. I'm just not seeing players take the opportunities or doing better with the opportunities. I'm seeing Gyökeres was very good, by the way, yesterday. Do you know what I mean? But I'm seeing him getting through on goal, and he's not releasing the shot on time. You know, I'm seeing Trossard getting good areas, not making the right choice. Yeah, I'm seeing Saka getting played through 1-on-1 a couple of times by Eze, and the keeper's saving shots. Do you see what I'm saying? So we are, and this is why, yes, I'm so glad, that all these rival pussios, I'm so gassed, these men are pressed about our set pieces. The reason why I'm not worrying too tough at the moment is because you know what? We're actually creating chances and open play.
But we're not even in our final form yet. That's the funniest thing.
We're not putting them away.
That's what is me.
What's your final form?
This is probably where I disagree.
You gonna see.
This is where I probably disagree, because I think what we're seeing, I think this is the final form.
I'll tell you why I don't agree with that. Because Eze is relatively new to the team, and you can't tell me Eze is playing his best football at the moment. He's not. Gyökeres is very new to the team, and he's even though he's been incrementally getting better, aside from the few stinkers, like for example the West Ham game, but incrementally he's been getting better as the season goes along. He's not at his very best yet. Saka hasn't hit his very best yet. And then there's Odegaard to come back, and then we've got other players like Madueke who's going to give Saka. So there's I say all of that to say this here: we are comfortably at top of the league, and our best attacking players haven't actually reached the highest level yet.
Here's my thing. Sorry, Nick.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're probably going to say it nicer than I will.
Here's my thing. Yeah, people think that all of a sudden Saka's just going to turn into fucking Lamine Yamal.
He's not, but he's going to be better.
People think that Eze all of a sudden is going to turn into fucking Vitinha. Like, as much as I like our attacking players, as much as they're good attacking players, and I've said this, these guys, they're not top draw. This is my opinion. No, he's not. No,
bro.
I like
thank
him.
You, Shaq.
Good player. I like the talent because he brings something else. We have Odegaard, that's the passer, and he's a very good ball carrier. He could do things that Odegaard can't. vice versa. So I'm
Right.
glad that we have the talent, but I don't know what it is. Sometimes players put on an Arsenal shirt and all of a sudden we think they're creme de la creme. I don't think none of
No,
our attackers
that's
are creme de
wild,
la
bro.
creme. Do
For
you know what I
me,
mean? And then
as a outside of
when
the
you got
top
a Swedish
2
baker that's
teams,
your
there's
centre
not a better
forward
number 10
that
for
can't
me.
even release shots, yeah,
Who?
in a good amount of time against a fucking Port Vale, yet that's the problem. I'm sorry.
Like
I'm
Eze's
just
decent,
calling it
but
as I
like
see it. Good
But Eze
players,
is
I
better
just don't
than
think they're
Verts.
great.
Let's not be dumb here, bro. Eze is better than Florian Verts.
you can't put Wirtz in this conversation because he hasn't played well. But like you're using Wirtz, who's a foreigner coming to the league. That's not a good comparison. Eze's just a good Prem player. But like
He's not
Eze's
a bottom player.
no, but
He's
like
a
you don't
good
Eze, bro, you're not going into the Champions League semifinal saying Eze is going to be the reason that we win a fucking semifinal tie. England isn't bringing Eze saying Eze is going to start and be the reason why we beat France, Spain, Italy, or Germany. Like, let's not do this. That's what Shaq's saying. Like, Eze's good, but
we can
you have to balance the idea that maybe Eze has hit the ground running, and yes, he could have a couple of better touches and have more goals. But maybe you're seeing a seasoned player in his prime already that you just bought at the right time.
no, but
Right? The question I have with your players, real quick, the question I have with your players is not if they will improve, but it's just what the level they will improve to. Shaq alluded to this with Saka. What is the ceiling of these players? You say Gyökeres will improve, but what will Gyökeres to improve to? Saka,
if Gyökeres improves, let's say 20% higher than what he is now. If Saka improves 20% more than what he is now, it's not a massive thing to ask.
but how do we quantify that? You're saying 20%, but 20% in what? Gyökeres is going to
score more goals.
Right, but he can score those goals. What he's doing right now is bullying minnows. He can continue to do that. He could score more goals. They could still not be in the right games, though.
And that 20% would be scoring more goals, being better involved in a game like, for example, the Burnley game, but scoring the goals against the better teams. Saka will 100%, I will say this with confidence, be better than he is now as the season progresses. There isn't a better left wing, a right wing in the Premier League than Saka, other than Salah. But obviously, not this Salah, but historic Salah.
Well, I can't lie.
Right.
Listen, I'm Bumo, yeah.
No, you lost it,
But this I don't think he's saying on like an overall ability. On current form, Mbeumo and I'd say Semenyo are better than Saka.
But Semenyo plays on the left wing. Firstly,
he plays both.
Well, he's majority on the left wing. That's why I see him all the time. So we can only judge him where he plays for his current club. If he plays
both for his current club.
I always see him playing on the left wing, and then he can cut across.
He literally, they put him on whatever wing they think he has the best matchup.
Okay, that's fine. On current form, Mbeumo and Semenyo are better than Salah. We can say silly things.
That's not silly. That's true. I'm not going to argue with you. What
doesn't dictate how good you are as a player.
But current form applies to the logic of what is Saka's new ceiling after these injuries.
I'm glad you. I was going to mention that. I was going to mention that because I don't. You see with Saka, yeah. The reason why he will always like perform to like a good level is because up here, I will give it to him. Like he's very intelligent, but I've always had the opinion, yeah, that he's not an amazing talent. Like he just isn't. And unfortunately for me personally, I think talent scores you goals, it wins you games. You know, and I think now that with his injuries, he's looking just like a few percent slower than usual. Do you know what I mean? But he ain't got a jinky like certain other players. He don't strike the ball as well as certain other man.
He kills his winger every single time without fail. What matches?
But it's his ability to do something after. Like he can beat a 1v1 defender, but does he still have that next step to make sure he gets his shot off the way he wants to?
He did it against Real Madrid. Well, why doesn't he?
This is last year.
But my point, you've made my point for me better than I could have ever made it. You said form. When I said to you that I'm expecting Saka to be better than he is now, I'm expecting his form to be better and to get closer, if not to exactly where he was before.
But before what? Before which injury?
Before these little injuries don't forget.
His hamstring came off his hip, brother.
That's fine, but that's
what I said. Injury this year as well,
and you rushed him back.
Small injury though, he got a small injury.
I know, but that's because you rushed him back for the Real Madrid tie. Like I'm concerned for his legs, bro. I like Saka. This isn't Saka hate.
Yeah.
Saka improves every year. He
He's led.
adds a new wrinkle to his game every year. However, he adds a new wrinkle to his injury list as well every year.
What do you mean, bro? He's been injured once since his hamstring injury, and it was the other hamstring. And it was only for a couple of weeks. It wasn't a major injury.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Saka will be
So,
fine.
Saka will be a top 3 winger in the world again. At what point in the season?
By the end of the season, without a shadow of a doubt. Bookmark it, bro.
Hey, yeah,
man, we'll be here.
I have no
We'll be here. You know, I don't. Shaq knows I won't forget this.
Something to see about that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, look, I really do like Saka, but it's just me personally. He's a very good player because of his intelligence and his decision making, not necessarily because of his individual talent. I think that added to his injuries. It just
why he makes him a machine. He's not the most talented footballer in the world, but he is one of the most intelligent footballers in the world.
Hey, LB and Anon, I have 15/20 vision. I wear these glasses because I'm stupid and I think I look good. So
he's guessing.
Shit. Hey, listen, I need these glasses, but listen, that also makes my vision 20/20 in it. You know what I mean? So I know what I'm saying. But here's the thing, though. Like, I personally, that a lot of people will disagree with me in it, especially Arsenal fans. Like I get it because I get told. Yes, trust me, I get told all the time. Like I'm a madman. I get told this all the time, but it's like I can't help like watch other right wingers like Olise, like Yamal, and it's like, oh raw, yo, there's 3 men around you. You just you just ghosted them, and then you've just played a perfect weighted pass here for Rafinha on the other wing, or you've just curled it and it's gone just wide. It's been a long time.
That's not fair.
Firstly, the Yamal thing's unfair because Yamal, the guy is one of one. You know what I mean? What player in world football can do anything close to what Yamal does?
Okay, Olise then.
Olise, he's doing this in the same. Okay, cool. But Olise and Dembele, they're doing this in the league that Florian Wirtz was the player of the season.
But you can't say that because Olise was doing that. No, because Olise was doing that for fucking Crystal Palace. You can't say that.
Was he doing it at the same clip Saka was? No.
What?
Yes.
He was.
But what are you talking about?
He had double digit, bro. He had double digit GA for a Crystal Palace team, brother. Everyone in the Prem wanted Olise last year. What are we doing?
But hold on. This is what I'm hearing now. So Olise was doing bits for Crystal Palace. He's a bad man. What's his name? Eze is doing bits of Crystal Palace. He's just all right. It's just all right. This is some nasty.
No. Look at the age difference.
I never said that.
Look at the age difference. Eze's a grown ass man. He's 28 almost. Olise's 22.
But it's
not 22. But
how old is Olise? 24. How old is Olise?
Olise is at least 24.
Olise is at least 3 years younger than Eze.
What does that mean? That's not a big deal.
What do you mean? That is a big deal. What do you mean?
One of them had an Achilles tendon rupture, remember? So Eze had a whole year of football gone.
Sure. Like, experience matters. 3 years difference is a big difference.
You can say, for example, Olise has more ability than Eze.
It's not even. You don't have to argue that. That's not. We don't have to do that. It's the fact that you would expect Eze's ceiling to be closer to what his current ability is, as opposed to an Olise or Yamal.
Why?
Because they're younger and showing this ability.
But Olise, Eze is 27, and in modern football, 27 is no age at all, bro. You got Salah doing bits at 33 years old.
But Salah's a genetic freak of nature.
Not necessarily. There's a lot of players that are better forms of themselves as they age. Harry Kane's another one.
But Harry Kane that's a striker. Harry Kane's doing something similar to Benzema, where he's developed his passing and he drops deeper. That's not the same thing as Eze. Eze is good because he's good on the ball and he's got enough athleticism to after he beats his man.
And he's a very good dribbler of the football.
Exactly, but because he's an excellent technically ability, but it's because of that athleticism. But he's going to lose a step.
He can lose a step, but then he can change his game, much like Harry Kane has changed his game.
But no, it's a lot easier for a striker to develop a long ball and be able to drop into false nine and central midfield spaces as
Paul
opposed to Eze, who you're going to have to ask to play deeper and deeper. Are you going to
Scholes?
put Eze as a deep lying midfielder?
Not necessarily. No,
But
not at all.
that's
Not
probably
even.
what you would see if you're talking about if he loses
Yes,
a
but
step.
we're talking about when Eze is maybe 33. We're 6 years away from that.
Eze at 33 will be either in the championship or at the bottom of Premier side. He won't be at Arsenal. At 33, he will not be at Arsenal. I can guarantee you that.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't think that's the case, but we'll see about that. Eze will be a multiple-time Premier League winner at 33. That's what I can guarantee.
You could say that, but he won't still be at Arsenal
I
at
hope,
33.
yes, I hope.
I'm telling you now, Eze's got 4
Listen,
years max at this Arsenal side.
He can go back and relax at at QPR where it all started for him with
Yeah,
free.
exactly.
No problem, man. We wish him well. But if we can use him for the next 3 years,
that was why does he think this is Benzema hate? What? Bro, you just want to have beef with me. I don't even know who this guy is, but no, bro, Benzema's always been cold. I actually agree with his statement. Benzema doesn't get enough credit for doing that for that BBC side. Pause. Yo, Real Madrid saved us. Benzema almost went to United, and people forget that.
he nearly came to Arsenal about 4 million times, to be honest. We were linked
Yeah. You were linked with every French striker, though.
Every year he was on a plane to Arsenal.
Oh, Benzema, yeah.
Remember them Draxler rumors as well, bro.
Draxler.
Oh, Draxler.
He signed Draxler like 40 times in 3 years.
Yo, Draxler was cold at Wolfsburg, though.
Good player, man.
Draxler was cold.
Player, bro.
Yeah. I didn't like that he went to PSG. I think that he disturbs himself by doing that.
Yeah, listen, he made generational wealth, so good luck to him, bro. But yeah, I'm telling you, you guys can be naysayers. Saka will do his bits. Gyökeres will score his goals. Odegaard will be back dictating the game, and Arsenal will be a much better version of themselves than they are now come January.
I don't see how Gyökeres improves that much.
By putting the ball in the net more. Or, listen, if Gyökeres plays the current way he's playing now for the rest of the season, but he scores, let's say, 20 Premier League goals, he's already improved. It's simple as that. It's very simple maths. If he starts putting the ball in the net more often than he is now, I couldn't care less if he adds any more wrinkles to his game. Because essentially all we need and all we bought him for is to put ball in net. If he does the job,
that's not entirely true, because I also think that he's having to adapt. I also think that he's having to adapt to us as well.
100%.
Which I don't really like. The reason why I wanted Gyökeres. Sorry?
And we are also adapting to him as well. And that's why it's not looking like, you know what I'm saying, a well-oiled machine at the moment. But like I said to you, as the game weeks go on, correct or not, you're seeing an improvement in Gyökeres.
I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
Yes. When it comes to Gyökeres in particular, yeah, I just think he's just that bad of a footballer, man. I don't see it.
I don't see it, man.
I don't see it, because the one thing here that he's actually supposed to be good at, you know, that is the part of his game that has disappointed me the most since he's been here. That's where my concern comes. It's not about whether he could do the link-up thing or hold off a man, etc., etc. I know that's not his game, and obviously he's been up and down, but I think he's been all right with that. It's actually just striking the fucking ball.
But
when you can't even release the ball on time against Port Vale, I'm sorry, yes, that is
fine. But sometimes you have to give credit to the defenders. Let me ask you a question. Do you rate Ekitike?
Yeah, I rate Ekitike.
Why do you rate Ekitike? They got the same amount of goals. So why is one of them not doing his job properly, and the other one is like, oh?
What? It's not. No.
It was my fault.
Okay, no. The point I'm trying to make. Ekitike is a better football player. There's no obviously no.
Yeah.
There's no need to say that. But in terms of putting a ball in the net, they've done it the same amount of times. Ekitike has got. I'm pretty sure he's got less Premier League goals than. Or maybe I think they might have less Premier League goals than Gyökeres, or potentially the same. But one of them, so one of them's is rubbish, and the other one isn't. It just makes no sense, bro.
It's not that Gyökeres is rubbish. It's just for me, I don't think Gyökeres is the striker that you guys should have got. 1, 2. I still think Havertz is the best striker for your system.
Never.
3. What I'm seeing from Gyökeres' game that I don't think it can improve is the fact that his game is based on being able to beat his man, whether it's in behind running onto balls or being able to use athleticism to beat people on the dribble. I don't see that necessarily improving unless
I don't
he
see
drops like
He needs to drop weight 100%.
He loves to wrestle, man, a lot, you
He loves
know.
to
He loves to
wrestle,
wrestle,
right,
man, a lot. I
like
saw this at Sporting, and I'm thinking he's gonna come in, he's gonna rough
But
man up. And I
but
said
the
to
thing
people,
you
is,
sorry,
can't do that here.
no, no, no.
I've said to people, I want two things from him: be a nuisance and score goals. And that nuisance part of his game, before he ends up scoring the goals, he's not even doing that properly.
How is he
That's
not?
why
What
I'm
are
mad.
you
That's
talking
why
about,
I'm
bro?
mad concerned.
He's nothing but a nuisance. That's the reason why everyone else has space to play. If you look at what Link's talking about Havertz, when Havertz in the team, he is a better football player, no doubt, but he does not cause a nuisance enough for the defenders. And these defenders are chill. With Gyökeres, he might be wrestling, no problem, but he's wrestling with two defenders, which means there's one less defender to go out to the wing.
Well, then the question is,
But
and
this
this
is
is why I
this is
say,
my
this
thing.
is why, very quickly, Link, this is why I say the quality of our attackers ain't really that good there, because if Gyökeres is doing so much and creating so much space for everyone else, what the fuck is everyone else doing with the ball, mate? Because we seem to rely, you see, Link, we seem to rely on set pieces.
Yeah,
Shaka's so great, Eze's so amazing, and Gyökeres,
and
he's making space for
But
so many guys.
did I not start this at the beginning and said to you, yeah, that Eze has not been playing to his best ability? Yes or no?
but he's leaving Eze out of it. He's a new signing.
Okay.
He's not trying to criticize
That's why
Eze.
he's not playing to his best ability. Did I not say that?
What about the left wingers?
I'd fuck them guys, bro. They're useless.
but that's his point.
They're playing.
That's his point.
The main guy for me, if Saka gets space, he will every single time without fail kill his defender. Once he gets into better form, those will create goals. It's very simple maths, bro. And with Gyökeres, you said his physicality is the main part of his game. It's a part of his game for sure, and a big part. But if you watched him when he was playing for Coventry, he was doing a lot of the predatory stuff. He just, when he was at Sporting, he just could do whatever he wanted to do. So he just did it. But in the Premier League, he will soon learn a lot of these guys are physical, same way as you. A lot of these guys are quicker than you. So you better adapt a little bit and start becoming predatory. And that's what he would have to do.
So this is my thing.
The brother's 27, man. I hate
and that
stuff, man.
Bro, what you
He should have been known this, bro.
Hey, he just like this. If I'm being shameless, he just won Striker of the Year in the world. So like Gyökeres. So I expect a little bit more. But my biggest hater, Anon over here. What did he say? I'm rattled.
He's rattled. He says rattled.
I'm rattled. He said something. Havertz. But no, this is my thing. You talk about Gyökeres, right? And you said something about Saka gets good. That sounds like me talking about Liverpool. There's just an assumption that everything's going to get better and improve, right? Why are you afforded that assumption and I'm not?
I'm not
Well,
saying
that's one thing. Okay. But the other thing is with Gyökeres, the way you're talking about it, and I guess this is why I have so much energy behind it, is because this is how I was defending Núñez last year.
Oh no, let's not do that.
Yes.
No.
He's creating a nuisance, and I want him to have more goals. Shaq, how many times did you hear me say that last year?
Let me tell you what
How many times did you hear me say that last year, Shaq? He presses well, he runs, he provides space for Salah. I want him to score more goals.
Okay, let me tell you what the two situations are not the same. Because Núñez done it for 3 years, the same dumb stupidity for 3 years. On top of that, Núñez was missing gilt-edged chances. Right open goals, he was kicking it wide. Now, until you show me times where you see Gyökeres missing gilt-edged chances right in front of the goal with an empty goal, then you can bring the Núñez comparison.
But wait. I have one. The city miss.
What, just one?
But you asked for him. We have a small sample size. I've seen Gyökeres trip over the ball multiple times already this season. This isn't Gyökeres hate. It's more so. It's not even Gyökeres hate. It's just I have a lot of similarities to how I was defending Darwin Núñez at his time at Liverpool, and Shaq knows it, and that's why he's smiling.
But you did it for 3 years. Now, if I'm saying these same things,
so I can't really rate it.
I call a spade, bro.
No, you don't call a spade. So, in the same way, I can say, Florian Wirtz, I don't see any redeeming quality to him. He's too weak. He's too slow. He's too stupid.
But that's fine. I don't have any evidence to show you otherwise right now. I don't have any Premier League evidence to I can't argue with that.
I would say that would be a little bit harsh.
It is, but I still can't defend it. What am I supposed to say right now?
Give him time.
I wouldn't.
And that's what I have been saying. We're waiting CFC,
That's
but
exactly what I'm saying about Gyökeres. I'm saying even though he's not playing to his best ability, he's not playing to his highest level that he can achieve. Now, granted, the highest level he achieved at Sporting Lisbon is not going to be the same as the Premier League because there are better players in the Premier League and better defenders. But he will score goals, and when he scores goals, Arsenal will be winning games on because of those goals scored. And that's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking him to be Alexander Isak. I'm not asking him to be a Kylian Mbappe. I don't care how he plays football. Just score the goals. Once you start scoring, I'm happy.
I get that, and it's more so of who Gyökeres is as a profile. He's a goal scorer, so you just want the goals. You don't care about the rest of it. But I will say this: I'll ask a question, and I hope I say this the right way. You left wing is your one problem position right now. You guys would say, right? You guys both agree upon that?
I'd say it's the one position that can be definitely in quite
okay.
easily improved.
That's plenty. So name a left winger. It doesn't have to be, and just name a left winger, super high quality.
It doesn't have to be.
Semenya's not a good one. Foreign. So, as a matter of fact, say if you got Kavicha. Say you bought Kavicha tomorrow. Yeah. You buy Kvaratskhelia tomorrow.
Or Barcola. Well, either one.
Either one. How long do you give them to adjust, and how long are you giving them this ample time to adjust?
I would say that I would give them less time to adjust.
Why?
Because you're playing against one winger rather than two defenders, so it's an easier job. It's maths.
I didn't get the answer I wanted, but you provided me with the answer. That's fine.
Go on.
Can I quickly address Il Nanon here? I'm not gonna lie, hold on. What he said about Nunes had 7 goals last season in all competitions.
How many starts did he have?
You do understand that Nunes came from the same. You do understand that Nunes came from the same league as Gyökeres, right? And before he came to the league,
but Gyökeres has already got 6 goals in all competitions, though. It's not the same, bro.
You know that, right? 6.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
And he's played more too. Nunes wasn't a starter last year.
Yeah, he's got 6.
Wait, are you sure man's got 6 goals?
He had like 3. Remember, he had he had 2 against Leeds, or did he have a hat trick against Leeds?
He's got 2 against Leeds.
Oh yeah, you got 2
Remember,
against Leeds.
He scored 2 against Atletico Madrid as well, and he scored.
He got 1 against Burnley, and then who was the other shitty team that you played?
Atletico Madrid. If you want to call
No, not Atletico Madrid. I'm not talking. That's the one good game. That's the one good opponent he scored against. But the rest of the teams are all like child's play.
So in the Premier League, he's got 4. So it'd be 2 against Leeds, 1 against Burnley.
And then who was the other team? West Ham?
Nottingham Forest, maybe?
Yeah, Forest.
Either Forest. I might Forest. Yeah. Yeah. But like,
I'm not gonna lie. One of those goals against Atletico is, and don't get me wrong, I love the fact that my striker's scoring scruffy goals.
Right,
I wanted him to do. I wanted him to do that. I wanted him to do that too. But it's like, again, when it comes to football, I always like to look at the quality. If you're telling me that you're a bags man, you're a finisher, I need you to be able to score goals in different situations. Do you know what I mean? I need you to be able to dink a keeper. I need you to be able to slot it bottom corner. I need you to be able to slap it top bins. I also need you to like what he has done. Do you know what I mean? Get on the end of knock-ons from set pieces. Do you understand? I'm always about looking at the quality. And for me, when everything about you is a bit scruffy, except for one of the goals that he scored against Leeds, when everything about you is a bit scruffy, I don't know. All I'm saying for me with Gyökeres, it's just not encouraging, innit? And when I see players with that level of quality,
he's got 6 goals. You were even surprised he got 6 goals. He's not playing well. He's got 6 goals. Now, he can do the top bins because he's done it before. He can dink the goalie because he's done it before. You just haven't seen it in an Arsenal shirt yet. It's only been 10 games in the Premier League.
But why? Then I'm saying the same thing about Wirtz.
And I agree with you. But here's the difference between Wirtz and Gyökeres, right? Gyökeres is actually, even though he's not playing well, contributing something to the team that he plays for. Florian Wirtz is doing absolutely diddly squat. He's literally just running around and just getting cardio in. That's all he's doing.
That's not true. That's not true.
He's passing the ball to flipping the advertising balls, for goodness sake. The guy's a joke, man.
To the ball boy and that. He's the ball boy, man. Don't be too kind.
That's not true. That's not true.
Why is it not true? Has he
because
scored any goals? No. Has he done any goal contributions? No. So he's doing nothing.
wait, so is the goal contribution solely on him, or would it be on the people he's providing chances for?
Well, of course, the people that are missing it is on them, firstly. Secondly, why don't you take responsibility and try and score for yourself?
Can I say something
He's
though?
tried.
Yeah. Can I say something though? And this is credit to Arteta. Yeah, I do think that Gyökeres is coming into a much better situation than Versus. Because
You don't say.
I've been watching Liverpool. I'm talking about how they're set up. I've been watching Liverpool, yeah, and I don't know, they just look very disjointed. I watch us, and I actually like the way that we set up. Remember, you're talking to a guy that always curse Arteta, whatnot, blah 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 blah. But I know this brother's a good coach, and I actually like the way that we've been set up and the positions that certain men are getting in. Now, up until what game was it? I think up until the City game, I was looking at it saying, "Oh, do you know what? Maybe we're not playing to Gyökeres' strengths." I think where my concern is coming in is where we're playing more to his strengths. I'm seeing him get the ball into the channels a lot more often than those first few games. Yeah, I'm seeing him getting them behind, and I'm not seeing certain goals. There's certain things about his movement, how he's carrying the ball. There's certain chances that either should end up in the back of the net or at least a shot on goal. And sometimes, yes, he's not even getting the shot on goal. That is what is concerning for me in a team that is actually set up fairly well, especially after the City game. For me, I think all in all, I think we've been better set up. You know what I mean? Yeah. By the way, that's no excuse for Verts. Do you know what I mean? He's been shit, and he should get his corn. I'm a bit different. I'm a bit harsh.
He hasn't been shit though. I'm not doing this.
Right.
He hasn't been shit. We have been shit. There is a difference. We have been shit. Not Wirtz. We have been shit. Wirtz has been out of the lineup. Wirtz has been out of the lineup, and we still look like shit. No, Wirtz has been.
But the games he played well, which was very few of them, he was out of the team, which shows you.
McAllister was out of the team. No, because he played well in our Frankfurt game, and he started. So you can't say that. This is my point. Wirtz has obvious deficiencies from a physical standpoint. There are problems with our midfield when Wirtz is in it, but Wirtz has not been playing poorly. Wirtz has not been playing even close to enough to warrant the price tag. There are two different statements that need to be made. He's not playing bad, but he's not playing like $116 million 10. There's differences.
That is 100% real, bro. The guy.
How is it stage one denial? Salah and Gakpo have been my worst two attackers in the team, regardless of how you want to look at it.
In the bank, though. This guy has come.
No, we can't do credit in the bank.
He's supposed to be the guy who unlocks things, right? So if you look at Liverpool's best performance,
if you unlock the door and someone doesn't go through it, is it your fault?
So then go through it yourself, brother. It's open. You've opened it.
Again, but that's part of where he can improve, but that does not mean he's playing bad.
But he's misplacing passes that you wouldn't expect a 6-year-old to do.
I understand that, but other players do the same thing.
But he's doing it too often for a player.
He's really not. He's really not.
That could never be Odegaard, you know.
And I'm not saying to you, for example, that Florian Wirtz has no talent. He has bags of talent.
I'm not saying you are either.
So strange that he's playing so poor.
I'm not even saying that you're arguing about his ability or his supposed ability. I'm just saying he's not playing that bad. Liverpool as a whole is playing badly. There is a difference, and I want to stress that. We have individual performances that you can call out week in, week out. Wirtz is not the first name that should be getting called out as far as who played the worst. However, I know the price tag is going to make him the first name on everyone's lips. He's got to do more.
It's not just the price tag. It's the player that he is, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, for the little bit that I've seen of him at Bayer Leverkusen, he's actually a difference maker. And not just in terms of the chances that he creates, but he can actually get the ball out of his feet and whip it top bins. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying you should always be expected to do that, but obviously, like Liverpool's your team, innit? You would have watched him more than I would have watched him, probably because I don't really know.
I watched Leverkusen.
Watched him, but I don't know. We're watching him, and his own performances have been poor. That doesn't mean that he hasn't had good moments. That doesn't mean that he hasn't created chances for others. Can't remember what game it was. He lovely little touch that he did, and Salah skies it. So I get it. I'm not saying that he hasn't done nothing, but you can have good moments but still be poor. I think that's the angle that probably me and Yas are coming from.
But I'm saying that he hasn't been poor. Like I guess it's just the verbiage you're using. I think he's been average, below average at best, but poor. Like there's so many other players in our team that have been playing worse than him, to where I can't.
One of the guys that you have energy for always is Gakpo, right? You've been saying Gakpo's doing rubbish, yada yada. Gakpo's at least contributing something. He's putting the ball in the net.
But Gakpo has been a detriment to our team being able to play and seeing the best out of Wirtz. If Gakpo doesn't give the ball to his fullback, if Gakpo doesn't give the ball to players in midfield and is just trying to get his GA, that doesn't help me when we're losing games. Gakpo's getting GA in games we're losing.
He's also bringing you back into games that you're losing.
Yes. Be fair,
I'm not saying I'm not arguing. I'm not saying here, but at all. So don't misunderstand. I'm not saying to you Gakpo's been doing wonderful. What I'm saying is, even though Gakpo's been playing rubbish, he's contributing something to the team. Salah's been poor, but massively poor by his standards, but he's still contributing at least a goal.
Sorry. Now, but do you know what it is, Yas? Yeah, do you know what it is, Yas? I don't care what the number board says. I'm not gonna use Gakpo as a stick to beat Virtue. Where it's like, okay, well they've both been poor, but at least he's bringing in the goals. I'm sorry, I'm not here for these guys here that are volume shooters and they miss 10, 15 times, but they scored the 16th time. So now you do that 100 times. After the 100 times, you're gonna have a few goals for their man to be like, oh, but look, at least he scored
our
goals.
entire system is dictated to getting wingers opportunities to score.
When I'm seeing Gakpo cutting and constantly shoot, it's brain dead shit, and I don't like that shit. So even if you scored a few goals like here and there, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna give him the credit. I'm sorry, because your overall influence in the game, you have been a hindrance. You know, you could score goals and been a hindrance. I watched it when Ronaldo came back to United and scored 17 goals. And everyone was like, oh, Ronaldo's like the best player in the team. No, but he's a hindrance because guess what? He took away from everyone else.
I hear it.
That's why I can't. I ain't gonna use Gakpo.
Like the last two times I've seen Gakpo and Salah scored, I've been pissed because I knew this argument was gonna come up. Oh, well, they scored. How can you? No, they've been the worst players on the pitch.
I'm not disagreeing with that at all. All I'm saying is this brother here, please just do something, move.
I agree with that.
You have players that come from other leagues that are diminutive. And though they may not show their best form straight away, they're doing bits, bruv. They're threading through balls. They're conducting. They're controlling games. But Mesut Ozil's a perfect example. Come from just plugged into a crap Arsenal team. Boom, he's doing bits straight away.
Hey, you had runners in that team though, didn't you? Who's worth playing through balls to? Who's worth? Salah can't run. Salah can't run. Gakpo doesn't go running behind. Salah's 33 and doesn't have the legs.
Link, since when was Giroud a runner? I'm confused. Since when was Ramsey a runner?
Ramsey was a runner. He was box to box. Let's not do this. 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 Let's not. Don't. My brother's an Arsenal fan. Don't tell me.
Okay. Well, now.
Wait. So Aubameyang wasn't there? Wait. Aubameyang wasn't there?
When you said
wait.
When you said runners, hold on. Wait. When you said runners, yeah, I'm thinking of players that like has pace and that can run in behind or like running behind to get on the end.
Even no, the willingness. I just need the willingness. I don't have that. I don't have. Gakpo doesn't run in behind. He doesn't. Yeah. He wants the ball to feet. Salah can't run in behind. He can't beat a man for pace anymore. He's 33. Ekitike wants the ball to feet. He runs in behind, but he's connecting our midfield and attack. So who's running in behind?
So how about give the ball to Ekitike, who's connecting, and then get yourself in the box? It's not a very difficult thing to do.
Right. That's 100% right. But then Ekitike has to give the ball to Gakpo or Salah, and then the attack's done. You see my point? That's my point.
No, bro. So I'm
yes.
saying if Wirtz is passing the ball to Ekitike, Ekitike holds the ball. He makes a run past him into the box. Ekitike has now got an option.
Okay.
Not to give it to
okay. And so we've done that. If you watched our first 6 weeks, we did that. and we have Wirtz making runs in behind. Now, who was Wirtz faster than or stronger than in the Prem? I'll wait.
Nobody.
Okay, so what the fuck is the point of us trying to play him in behind? Sorry for my language.
That's cool. But you're in the box. Being in the box gives you an opportunity to take a shot.
Right, but being in the box, he still has to get the ball. And once again, my wingers have been the worst players on the pitch.
Can Wirtz beat a man?
Yes, he can, but then he can't. He tries to beat the second man, and he's not strong enough or fast enough, which is why Eze's better than him in the Prem. Wirtz can beat his first man, but then he thinks he has the time to beat a second one.
Got him.
Oh, by the way, sorry, I just want to remind you, Link. Turkey's got another 2 assists. I'm just saying, innit? I'm just saying.
Shirky is infinitely better player than brother. The guy was walking around today. He literally was walking, passing the ball, walking, and he's already done more than Wirtz. This is mad, bro.
I didn't even get in the Prem, by the way. You know, in the Prem where you need runners. You know.
To be fair to Link's point, he did have Haaland running in behind. So,
but it's not even. This is my thing. That's true, but like you guys don't understand. I'm asking for bare minimum out of players that won me the Prem last year. I'm not asking Gakpo to do anything crazy. I'm not asking Salah to do anything crazy. I'm not asking McAllister to do anything crazy. I'm asking for simple stuff. I'm asking for Gakpo to hit his left back on the overlap. I'm asking Gakpo to hit his 10 in space instead of trying to recycle the ball or trying to beat his man. I'm asking Salah not to get in the way of shots because he's desperate for a goal. I'm asking Salah to be able to play a 5-yard pass. I'm asking Salah to be able to play in a good back post cross.
To be fair to Gakpo, though, he's been playing a lot of the season with one of the most brain-dead left backs I've ever seen in my life.
No, but if you that's not that. No, because Robertson has been in again. You can say that about Kirkis. Kirkis been dead, but what about when Robertson's in?
The Robertson part, he's got no excuse. But for the most part, he's been playing with a guy.
If you have a willing runner, what's the point of having the overlap if you're not going to use them?
So a lot of times the overlap is used to kid the defender into going away from you so you can cut in and shoot.
Right, but if you don't play the overlap once, the defender's not worried about the overlap. You have to at least make him think that you're going to play the overlap. But everyone on the planet knows that Gakpo's cutting in.
Fairs.
And that's why when he beats the initial defender, he has to come back towards his own goal. Because they know he's doing it, but he still has to beat them. And then he's playing a back post cross to Mo Salah. The cross isn't good and the finishing isn't good. I'm still looking for answers.
And then, do you know what? Yeah. Sorry, Ash. Go on, Yash.
No, I'm saying you might have found the answers this weekend, bro. 2-0 against Villa.
But Villa was just bad.
Yeah.
Villa was just bad.
The ball, bro, you know what I mean? But you know what, Link? I'm sorry. I link every week here. And look, it's still early in the season. We don't know how the season's gonna end up in it. So me personally, I'm taking the game at a time in it. But Link, I'm always gonna go back to the transfer window. Because maybe in hindsight, maybe you didn't bring in the correct profiles. Maybe you didn't get your priorities right. Because you miss it. You miss Diaz now. I don't care what anyone tells me. He's not the best of footballers, and I get it. Like, there was a question mark on him before.
We 100% miss Diaz.
Season. But yeah. So okay. So what I don't understand as to why you didn't bring in attackers that can replicate what he does. And for as bad as Nunes is,
because we were trying to make a new system. We're trying to get away from Salah. We're trying to move on from Salah. So the system that works because Salah is there has to be changed. So the players that were used to bring the best out of Salah, i.e. Diaz, Nunes, even though Nunes didn't score that much, but those players aren't needed if Salah's not there. Like they're trying to, like as much as we want a Prem, the team was getting older. Everyone said that we got lucky and that the competition wasn't well, and we needed a new system to be able to try and win the Champions League. So when do you have that destruction? When do you have that destruction? Because we've said on this show that you can't replace Salah. You can't replace Trent either.
But you know what? Do you know what, Link here? But here's the thing though, like football moves on, innit? You're gonna have to replace him.
Exactly. So when do you push the button? When do you push the red button?
How about when he's 33 years of age? I think that's I think that's sensible, don't you think?
Okay. Right. So so when you push the button, how do you do it? Do you sell him? Or do you say, let's buy the players while he's still here and try to transition.
Well, you couldn't have
Regardless of
sold
how
him
this
because
is
he was
going
a
right now, it still had to be happen. Say that again. I'm
Right,
sorry.
you couldn't have sold him because he was a free agent if you didn't sign him again.
Exactly.
So I think you've done the right thing, but I think if you want to move away from Salah, then you need to get rid of him sooner rather than later.
That's fine too. But my thing is, and I think you're saying the same thing I am, you have to move away from him. So when do you do it as far as timing, and how do you do it as far as disrupting the side?
My question is, why not do it right now?
We are doing it right now. This is the effect of us doing it right now. We bought in 6 first teamers.
He's playing every game.
Then it's been shit planning then. Sorry, Scott.
No, it's like, but he's playing every game, so it doesn't look like the plan is to move. Because if your plan is to move on, you do it now. Teething problems happen. Let's say, for example, and this season doesn't go to plan, no problem. Long-term plan is better than for the short-term pain and that sort of stuff. Get him out of the first team now. Move him on in January to Saudi Arabia or wherever, and play with the players that you bought. Play with Ekatike up front with Isak when he's back from injury, and the damn squid number 10.
But you forgot someone else that we bought that's also needs to come back from injury.
I know that guy. But that is the one that I just told you that I don't understand. He's a wing back.
But this
can't play a wing back in the back four. It just doesn't make sense. So why did you buy him?
Right. He was our backup right winger until he got injured.
But you bought him as a right winger, not as a fullback. That doesn't make any sense.
No, we bought him as a wing back that can play multiple positions. He can play anywhere on the right side. It's the versatility that we wanted. What?
Except for right back.
That's yet to be determined. But he hasn't been healthy enough to see.
Right back. Oh my God, you're gonna find that really harsh.
Sure, we can't. We can't determine that.
It makes no sense.
We can't determine that.
Your plan for moving on from Salah is to bring in a right wing back that can play right back, but can play right mid. By the way, if you are to play him on right wing, he's someone that goes on the overlap and beats his fullback on the outside. But Salah was the inside forward that bagged you 15, 20 plus goals a season. But bringing in Frimpong
because the system is changing. The system has to change. The system has to change.
This is nasty.
I feel like you're trying to make it something bigger than it needs to be. Like the transition has to happen. You guys can tell me that there is no like for like replacement, but then you're going to tell me that we should try and keep with a system that was created to get the most out of him.
No, that's not what I said, bro. I said if your plan is to move on from Salah, there is no time like the present, especially when he's playing so bad.
Right. And
like the team now, don't bring him back.
And we couldn't do that because Isak and Frimpong are hurt. We tried against Frankfurt and he didn't play and we looked half decent. And then Isak got hurt.
Problem. Isak is the problem. Once Isak is back, just move him along, bro.
But that even if you don't think Frimpong's that good of a player, it's the fact that we don't have any other right wing options. And I don't know, Chiesa isn't another one because I don't know why he doesn't play him. But the only other option he has is to play Chiesa, and he can't publicly warrant saying I'm gonna keep Chiesa in the lineup over Salah unless Chiesa gets into a world-class form.
But how are you gonna play a right wing player with two number 9s? And
I don't know.
The plan has to be to move away from that 4-3-3 and make it a 4-3-1-2.
Whatever it is, right? There is a plan, but I don't know when we will see that plan because of the injuries won't allow us to try and transition away through Salah's bad form. You're 100% right. Yeah. I agree with you. It's got to happen. And the form he's showing means it should happen sooner rather than later. Yes, I agree. But how do we do that right now?
No, right now I hear you. There's a bit of a problem because Isak's injured. But the minute he's back and he's fit, personally, I'd say to Salah, thank you for the service, my friend. You're hitting bench. January, go Saudi Arabia, bro. Get us top dollar. See you later. Assalamu alaikum, bruv.
I'm good with that.
Still won't win the league, though.
Relax. Hey, you know what? I like that. You said something nice. Hey, some people say I should go into politics. I hear it. You never know.
Oh, but that makes sense, you know. That makes sense. Donald Trump's full of shit. So you know, I mean, you can do a thing or you can do a thing. You know.
Hey, that's a good shot.
Nah, man, I'm getting out of here, man. That's so disrespectful.
Nah, but look, I'm sorry, Link, I'm always gonna maintain, yeah. Obviously, I'm saying this in hindsight, but I'm always gonna maintain, yeah, that you're planning. I don't care what you tell me, how you explain it. It's just shit. Just shit. Just don't make no sense. You bring in you bring in two centre forwards, yeah. You spend almost half the budget on centre forwards. That's supposed to be your plan for moving on from Salah, but Salah's a right winger who's an inside forward. But apparently, Frimpong was the player that you're gonna move on with. And Frimpong's not even a good right winger. He's a right wing back. The shit don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense. And even if you are gonna say two up front, three at the back, you don't even go out there and get a first team centre back. You just see how messy this is looking at the moment. Sorry, yes.
We tried to get a first team center back.
You didn't try.
Yeah, we did.
You didn't try hard enough.
He took his media. He had his media done, bro.
No, I know. I'm not saying that you didn't attempt to sign him. I'm saying you didn't do it. You didn't do it with any chest. He said, do you want to come over here? And then obviously Crystal Palace said, yo, this is too late, bro. We ain't got a chance to replace the guy.
Crystal Palace, no. Crystal Palace was bullshitting all window because they had a center back lined up as a replacement. Then the center back
or West Ham or something like
that. He went to West Ham and then the owner of Crystal Palace was taking a Pilates class in the last hour of the transfer window, and Glasner was like, "You do this, I'm out."
I respect it because Crystal Palace is doing pretty decent at the moment. Some might say they might finish above Liverpool, mate. Who knows?
All right, are they above us in the table?
I have no idea, but I don't look that. I don't look what's below us, bro.
That's good. The table is very.
Everyone's in hell right now, you know.
The table, the table is very volatile in the beginning of the season. But don't worry.
Volatile for you, man. Now we can lose the next game, still be on top.
We could
lose 2 games in a row and still be on top. I hope you know that.
Hey, just get closer to that 243 days, Mark. Yeah. Please.
When did we get top this year? We got top this year after game week. Was it game week 7?
Yeah.
That's the last time.
Just get to that 243 days. 243 days.
Game week 6 is the last time anyone's going to see top of the Premier League, bro.
Yeah, until the last day of the Premier League.
No.
Don't worry.
Our April's a wrap. Done. Okay. Comfortable.
You know what? Yeah, because I know. Yes, I know. Like I dissed our attackers a little bit. Look, I'm always gonna have the opinion where I just think in terms of individual quality, I don't think it's gonna be great. But fuck all of that. I actually want to praise us just a little bit more in it. I mean, because at the end of the day, and I can't lie, yes, and I can't lie, Link. I am very, very satisfied with what I'm seeing at the moment. Very, very satisfied from the way that we're set up. Even the way that the squad has been managed. Even though I wouldn't have gone so gung-ho with the changes, even I wouldn't have gone so gung-ho with the changes. Like I'm so glad, with the way that this squad is being managed. Like, trust me, I want to be with you. Yeah, we're gonna win it. Whatnot, blah blah. It's just one game at a time, you know. Because no team was perfect. Like no team was perfect. Do
you remember the year Liverpool won the COVID Cup?
Yeah. I won't disrespect it, but go on.
It was evident very, very, very early on that these guys are going to win the league. It was evident because all the other teams weren't up to scratch. There was one outstanding team, and the other teams are right. There were sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. This is what we're seeing this year, bro. We're seeing an outstanding team and two teams that are challenging, that are up and down. And one of them is down more than up, but the point still stands.
No, and listen, don't get me wrong, like this season it is giving me those vibes. But like I said earlier, I get that we're scoring a lot of goals from set pieces, but I just think we're creating enough to the point where it's like I'm not too concerned.
Goals will come. Right now we're chilling in a low rider, bro. That's what we're doing. We've got no stress. I don't go into any game thinking that we're gonna lose. Forget even thinking. I don't even go into games thinking we're gonna concede anymore, bro. That's how shit is. That's how mad thing is, bro. Like, are they gonna get a shot on target? Is my question.
Well, no, listen, we're looking very comfortable, man. And to all you rival, man, Link, yourself included, yeah, you can hold that, okay? Stay being rattled. Corner boys in the effing building. Do you know what I
Hey,
mean?
let me
I
show
do
you.
want to see a little bit more end product from open play, end product.
Oh, okay.
But,
Are you sure?
you know,
Here. This is for Link, bro.
Hey, how many goals has Saka scored in open play in the last 18 months?
We don't care. And remember, he was injured for a last part of the last 18 months, so context matters.
Do you know the number?
2.
Okay.
it's not a lot. It's not a lot. You know what I mean? But
We don't care, bro.
It just classifies as multiple. You know, you just got to the multiple.
There you go, bro.
Yeah.
There you go. We got more than one. That's all that matters. But
Man,
remember,
let me get out of here, bro.
that you said there was a catastrophic injury, so you have to put that into context. But yeah, man.
hold on, wait, let me, because you know what? Yeah, I haven't looked at the table today. I just thought there's no point in it because we're just so far ahead at the moment. But let me just have a quick look at the table. Do you know what I mean? It's just bare comfy right now. And I link, yeah. You know my opinions of this football club. You know it's a problem when fans like myself is coming with this energy.
Bro,
it's a problem.
We're close to touching 30 points, and the other man didn't even touch 20 yet. It's a mad world, bro.
We're on 25. Yeah, City are 6 behind us. Liverpool are 7. I can't lie. Yeah,
and they're playing each other next week.
Bro. Oh,
you see what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't lie, yeah. You man, and you man better win that, you know. And the funny thing is, Link, yeah. Look. Obviously, it's no guarantee that we win every game, but I think you can say it's a lot more likely that we win than you win. Here's your problem, Link. Here, you can win again. You can beat Man City, but if we win our game, you're still 7 points behind us.
We got Sunderland.
It's just that the gap between first and second has just gone even bigger now.
You think you're beating Sunderland?
100%.
Sorry?
With no sweat on my forehead, bro.
Hey, I just want you to know you still haven't replaced Xhaka, by the way. I'm just gonna say that.
We have. His name is Zuba Mendy.
I wouldn't go that far.
No.
His name is Zuba Mendy, bro.
They're not the same profile. You haven't replaced Xhaka yet. You gonna see. You gonna see. Hey, when Sunderland brings the AFCON Select to your backyard, don't worry.
Don't worry, Kazi. We got an Irishman there, bro. We're good.
Yeah, I'm glad you called him Irish.
Yeah, the Irish are the Africans of the UK, bro. We got him. He's good, bro.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, yeah. Do you know what? I do think that Sunderland are going to need another gritty performance. I'm not going to lie to you. I've watched these guys. They're very good in the counter, and boy, they barely give you an inch, man. They barely give you an inch. But I don't know, man.
That's how we're gonna score. That's how we're gonna score right there, bro.
You better hope.
We don't got hope, bro.
Man, let me get out of here, bro. Let's end the show. I'm tired of looking at set pieces, bro.
Hold on, very quickly. Hold on. Because you know what I mean? Liverpool and Arsenal, we ain't the only teams in the Prem, people. You know what I mean? Make sure you guys smash that like and subscribe. You know what I mean? Anyone's got any words for Tottenham, Chelsea? Because I fell asleep.
That was a Sunday league. That was a Sunday league contest.
That was awful. That was Sunday league defending versus Sunday league finishing, brother. You couldn't have said it better.
Such a poor game, bro.
They should have won by 4.
Both teams ain't gonna do nothing this year, bro. They're the reason why Liverpool gonna finish top 4 because they're both ass, bro.
They're both. You play both of them very soon, don't you?
And we're gonna slap them both, bro.
Yeah, that's drop points.
I promise you. Watch this year. I want to come back here after those 2 games, if not before. We're gonna beat both of them. We're gonna get 3 points out of both of them. Easy peasy, bro.
Okay.
Wait, is it Tottenham home or away?
Tottenham is, I want to say, away. Don't worry, bro. Do you not see how Tottenham are playing, bro? They have no good players other than Kudus. We're gonna get them, bro. And Chelsea, listen, we could put our women's team against Chelsea. And
hey, doesn't
we're Tottenham at home. We're good.
Yeah, easy peasy, bro. Other than
that, we're good.
Cool. But banter aside, yeah. Unless it's Wolves, yeah. I kind of don't want to take any Premier League team for granted, innit? That's just my thing, innit? I'm just very, especially when it comes to Arsenal, I'm just very pragmatic. I can't help it.
Bro.
I
Yeah,
don't
there's a matter of fact nature that I enjoy from Yas. I love it.
Wenger, I don't fear any way. Listen, there's two other than Arsenal, there's two teams when they're at their best are outstanding football team. That's Liverpool and Man City. Chelsea are crap. There's no two ways about it. They're rubbish. Cole Palmer is not going to be playing against us. That's an easy victory, bro. Tottenham, they do Spursy things. They'll win a couple of games and you're like, oh, they're on form. And then they'll go lose to a stupid team that they shouldn't be losing to. Forget Tottenham. For me, up until game week 19, I'm nice, bro. We're good.
Oh, yes. Yes. I don't know why you set yourself up.
Bayern Munich is the only team that I see because
You
they
just
can do damage.
going.
But to be fair, Link, like let's be real, yeah. Yas has every right to be confident. I'm just you know me, do you know what I mean? Because I believe in like looking at your history, yeah. I'm just more pragmatic.
Bro, just all you have to do
more on the gas, but this is the one time where it's like I get it.
Teams are not even creating chances against us. Never mind scoring. Forget all of that. They're not even getting a shot on goal, bro. Do you know how ridiculous that is?
Hey, we all have tape. At some point, these managers and players will watch the tape.
Not a single one of them will outsmart Arteta. I promise you that. Not a single one of them.
Okay. What if Arteta outsmarts himself?
He won't. He knows. He's learned, bro.
Okay.
Well, but you know what? Yeah, now that he's got a much better squad to deal with any issues that may come up, I don't know, man. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm more confident about Arsenal and even Arteta than I have ever been.
And I bet
even more than the 22-23 season because we're sorry, go on, bro.
Sorry, I'll bet you any money is the Chelsea game. Gyökeres scores a goal or two.
He'll score against Chelsea.
This way, Tottenham, because Van der Ven is a flipping massive, quick son of a so and so. But Chelsea, he will get a goal or two or three.
We'll see in it. We'll see. I'm not so convinced by my man, but I know we could get some ugly goals in it. Do you know what I mean? But we'll see, man. And you know, Tottenham's gonna play that haram football as well. About hey, Thomas Frank. Don't get me wrong, yeah. I think Tottenham kind of needed that because when they were doing up gung ho last season, yeah, they were just getting slapped and doggied all about the place, and getting trains run on and all of that stuff. But you know, at the end of the day, Tottenham, I think Tottenham are still in the top 4, right, or in the top 6 or whatever. Like they're doing all right from a results perspective. So I just think that they kind of needed it. But I don't know, man. I just think they're sticking at the place way too much. They don't. I'm not sure if Tottenham's going to cause enough of a threat to us. Do you know what I mean? But they do have certain threats from set pieces. That's just my thing, innit?
But we're the kings of corners, so they're going to be coming to my domain.
I'm scoring them, yes.
I'm comfortable there. I'm not defending them too, bro.
No, you're not. But you're not comfortable defending them. That's how you guys get scored on as set pieces.
Yeah,
bro. But hold on, you scored a free kick, which is obviously a set piece, but it wasn't.
Don't bring us up. We're not talking about that. You guys get us. You guys, if you guys get scored on, it is usually from set pieces. Let's not do this. I don't. You guys haven't been scored on. You guys haven't been scored on enough for me to remember. But you guys, when you do get scored on, it is usually from set pieces.
Yes, remember 2 of the 3 goals that we've conceded have been from set pieces. The only open play goal
one of them is I don't understand how they count it as a set piece because the Newcastle one they crossed it in, we cleared it, and then it was a second phase where they crossed it to Voldemort or whatever his name is, but they don't have anybody the size of Voldemort.
I need to watch that goal again.
Yeah, it was
second phase.
It's like
second phase still counts.
No, but second phase does count.
That shouldn't, bro. Because you see, Eze's goal was in the set piece. That's foolish, bro.
No, it's a set piece. See, that's why. Now we get to it. That's why he doesn't want it to count.
That's ridiculous, though. No, but let's be serious. Even if it is, my point is, when they crossed it in from the corner, we defended it. The second phase, they got us, no problem. It happened once this season, once. And how many games? 12.
But that's not. But you're trying to disprove my point, but it's still the same point. You guys don't get scored on often. So when you do get scored on, if it happens to be a set piece, my statement still holds true. And even if it's not the direct corner or set piece, second phase of a set piece, it's
We
like
can
you don't get
score-
scored on enough for us to have this big of an argument.
Of course not. Of course not. We've okay. In that case, we've conceded one corner all season, and we've played maybe 15 games. or so.
Okay. All right. So how many open play goals have you conceded this year then?
One
Okay. So my point.
doesn't make sense because it's 50-50
Yeah.
corners and open play is the same, 1-1, and then there was a ridiculous free kick. But my point
Which is also a set piece.
of course,
Free
no
kick is
problem.
still a set piece.
No problem. That's we're being semantics here. But the point is, Tottenham, they're not. They very may well give us a bigger challenge in terms of defending set pieces. Open play, I don't have any issues there. We'll get them. Don't worry, man. We'll get them. We always get Tottenham at the Emirates. We've had much worse teams batter Tottenham at the Emirates.
Nah, that's fair, man. And obviously, look, finally, because obviously we've been there for a minute. Finally, I just want to get you guys' thoughts on Man City in it. Very, very quickly. I don't know. I think people are sleeping them on a little bit. I do think that Pep's been a bit of an idiot and he's chomping and changing and whatnot. But today, I didn't get to watch the game, but today when I saw the lineup, it was Gvardiol, Diaz, you know what I mean? O'Reilly at left back, Nunes at right back. Do you know what I mean?
It was a very entertaining game, bro.
Sorry?
It was a very entertaining game. Man City are very
Basketball.
very back, very
Okay.
open. And that's why,
Yeah.
for me, with Man City, are they a good team? Sure. Do they have some spectacular players that can cause big damage? Yes, but the problem they have is they're too open at the back, and that will catch up with them. So every game Haaland can't score. They'll be.
When have you heard that before?
So again,
When have you heard that before?
I don't know.
Salah can't score every time.
No.
Is that what you're getting at?
Klopp's Liverpool. Yeah, that's their number 2 at City, bro. He loves a basketball game.
But Klopp's Liverpool only started winning the league once their defense got tight. Before, when they were doing that crazy shit at the beginning.
Oh, I wasn't trying to say that they're going to win the league. I was just saying that the City number 2, he likes the way he presses. It's a basketball game.
No, you're right. I agree. And for me, that's the reason why it's going to take some mammoth effort for City to take the league, because you can't be that open at the back. There's going to be teams that get you.
Don't you think? Sorry, very quickly. Don't you think that Donnarumma is the game changer, though? Don't you think that's the reason why they made that? They made that goalkeeper side.
He was looking today. He was a bit stinky, you know. The goal they scored was because of his mistake.
What was it? Him playing out from the back?
No. It was a corner and he slapped on it. But let me tell you something about Donnarumma. Donnarumma is one of those goalies. For the most part, he is world class, but he's got really stupid bozo moments in him. Yes. And they're gonna rear their head. They're gonna rear their head this season. You watch and see.
No, look. I just personally think here that if they play certain players and they have certain consistencies, even if they do play like a basketball game, I think that they can hold out in it, because I just think that they have enough in attack, especially now that they got Cherky back. Do you know what I mean? They got Mamouche back, because let's not forget those two have been injured. So let's say Haaland gets an injury, they still got Mamouche to go in there. We know that guy can slap it.
That's not the same. That's not the same.
But I feel like they're going to be our closest challengers, I'll be honest with you, because of that, like you said, the firepower they have. Liverpool also have the firepower, but it's just at the moment it's got no petrol in it, bro. It's got no gas.
Oh, fair enough, man. Fair enough. I listen. Yes, Link is almost 2 hours in, man. Love for jumping on. Big up yourself for giving up your time, man. You know what I mean? For 2 hours. I appreciate it, man. Good to see you, man. People in the chat, big up yourself. Love for watching, man. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. You know, unless there's mad internet issues or
Ibn Anon's been on some top level.
Bro, I got my biggest hater right now. I didn't even know I was moving like that. I got haters. That's how you know you made it.
Bro.
I think he's fully NFL, you know.
Yeah, I know. I know. Okay.
Shit. But no, guys, look, big up yourself, man. I know it's getting late. I know you, man, must gotta be up early, man. You know what I mean?
I got work to do, man. I gotta open up my laptop, man. You know.
I got an in a bit, bruv. That's what I gotta do, bruv.
Yeah.
No, fair,
Big
man.
up.
Fair. No, big up yourself, man. Yes, last but Arsenal, man. We're on top, man. Hopefully, at the end, we can crush it on these pussy
I'm
hoes,
out.
man. Do you know what I mean?
I love, bro.
Love, man. Love, because trust me, I want to crush it on them. I don't want to
Bro,
be dissing my team every time, innit? You know what I
I'm
mean? It's
gonna be
just,
shitting on these guys from a very high distance, bro. Oh man, it's gonna be a
trust me.
difficult summer for man, bro.
100%. They're going to be thinking God himself has shot on them, lad. I'm telling you, man. It's going to be nasty, but yeah, we just need to keep it going, man. But yeah, listen, yes, love, man.
Yes,
I hope you have
bro.
a blessed week, man. And I hope to
Likewise,
see you back here
bro.
next Sunday, man.
Bless
Love,
up,
my
G.
brother, man. And listen, people in the chat, big up yourself, man. Me and James we're either back tomorrow, yeah, or we're back on Tuesday before the Champions League game, innit? You know what I mean? But just know before our next game, you're gonna see us in it, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Abs, Ilbnanan, all of you, man. Do you know what I mean? Who else was in here as well? There was a couple other men as well. I think Arsenal Gunner was in here, but yeah, anyone that's in there, do you know what I mean? Terakal, yourself as well. Big up everyone, man. Like I said, make sure you smash that like and subscribe. Just know, guys, yeah, for the most part, when the football is on, obviously, what do you call it? When there's international break, you know what I mean? We take the break as well. But usually during the league season, Sunday, 8 p.m., you're gonna see us there, man. Yeah. Love for tuning in, you know what I mean? And if you don't know already, my thing, salute people, salute, man.